Become your dream self rather than hustling for your dream life. I started realizing that this is the key to life when I moved all the way to Australia from the US. I'm miles and miles away from what I've known, and nothing in my life changed. Everything in my life had changed, yet nothing in my life had changed. I was still depressed, I was still anxious, I was still facing all the same issues, but I had a completely different job, a completely different environment, different, like everything in my life had changed, but I was still very much the same girl. And it finally hit me, even though I always knew it in my head that you can't ever run away from your problems. It finally hit me, like in my heart and in my soul, that until I become the dream version of myself, I'm always going to be unhappy. Until I become the version of myself that is not a people pleaser, that really values her own truth over everybody else understanding her, until I become the version of me that's radiant and confident in myself and not looking for approval, I'm always going to be unhappy and I'm always going to be unfulfilled. So I actually wrote all of this in a Substack article. It's called Ariana is Glinda and I am Ilya, and it's about the alter ego, or the character, or the higher self basically, that I created for myself. And it's this concept that method actors, they embody their characters so well to the point that it spills out in their own personal life. Look at Austin Butler as an example. He played Elvis so well that he still had Elvis's accent years later. And I realized, if actors can do this, why can't I become a version of myself that is excited to wake up and that is excited to live and be happy, just happy and grateful and content. And so I created an alter ego, and it's been so therapeutic and healing for me to basically have someone that I can show up as every day. When Sion, my real name, who I am, when Sion's having a hard time, I can be like, what would Ilya do? So anyways, go read my Substack article and consider creating someone for yourself, like a higher self, a alter ego, whatever you want to call it. But so many celebrities do this, so many people in general do this, and you don't have to name it, but it can be really fun to name your alter ego, to have a mood board, to have just inspiration that helps you each day to kind of clock in as your job of playing this role.